Hey everybody, today we are talking about the importance of birth teams, and that is everyone who's going to be with you through the labor and delivery process. Because labor and birth is such an emotional, vulnerable time, and it's very intimate, and you want to be sure that you have people with you who only add to that experience. So let's start off with probably the most obvious is your partner. If you have a partner who has been supportive throughout the whole pregnancy, that's amazing and you are very, very lucky. It's good to prepare them as much as possible. So maybe if you take a childbirth class together or get them to read a couple books, just prepare them so that they're able to best help you when you're going through that process, so that they're not in the room being like, what do I do? Is this normal? How do I help you? A doula also will help with that. But yes, definitely prepare your partner. Some women don't have partners, and that's definitely okay. That's usually where the next point comes in, which is friends and family. So when you choose friends and family to be with you, it's very important to choose wisely. Birth is not a spectator sport at all. Definitely limit the number of people you have in the room with you and make sure that they don't make it about themselves in any way, don't offer unhelpful advice, or just kind of like sit around hanging out on their phone, kind of being an unnecessary distraction, because you don't need that. You don't need to be worrying about anyone else. You only need people who are going to add to your experience, make you feel good, make you help soothe you, make you feel important and heard, and not people who are going to just be like wandering around, not doing anything and not contributing in any way. I had one client who, in addition to her husband and myself, she also had her mother and her mother-in-law at the birth. And that was good. That was what she wanted, and we all made a pretty good birth team, but some of the times the mothers were kind of just not really knowing how to best help. They would like try to massage her, but they weren't doing it the right way, and she would get annoyed with them. But in the end, she was very happy that they were there. So choose very wisely who you want. Make sure that the people actually want to be there and they're there for the right reasons as well. Next, you have your doula. That's me. I may be a bit biased in this situation, but I think everyone does deserve to have a doula, and everyone can benefit from one, because we are with you throughout the whole process. And unlike your loved ones, we don't have an emotional attachment to you. So we're not going to see you in a lot of pain and hate seeing it so much that we're going to beg you to get an epidural, even if you're against it. We're going to support whatever your plan is and make sure that you have your ideal birth, because that's what's important to us. We're not going to be like, oh, I hope you, I don't want to see you in pain. Let's try to speed it up, or let's try to get you all this medication even if you don't want it. If you do want it, that's great. We'll make sure that we get that for you. But we are there just so you have your experience. We're not going to make it about ourselves. We're just going to do everything that you need. We are there for you and you alone. We're also there for your partner, though, to help them. Yeah, definitely hire a doula that you feel a connection with. Interview a few. Don't just hire the first one that you interview. You could if it's like an amazing connection, but interview a few, see who you like, and then hire the one that you have the best connection with, and the one who you're like, okay, I'm going to want her when I am in the throes of labor and when you're going through this tough time. Someone who you really connect with. That's very important. And lastly, on your birth team is your OBGYN or your midwife. Now, many women don't interview doctors like they would for doulas. They generally just go with the first one that they meet. But with that, that's not always the best course of the best option, because you do have a say in who your doctor is, and it's never too late to switch. If your doctor is at all dismissive of you, of your thoughts and your feelings, or if they don't give you enough information, or if they make you feel bad in any way, or if they don't have a good bedside manner, just switch. You can always switch. It is never too late. You deserve to be heard and respected during this process. and it's just not going to cut it if your doctor makes you feel bad. I had one client who would sometimes leave her prenatal appointments crying because her doctor belittled her and he made her feel bad about her choices, or he didn't give her enough information. He didn't make her feel positive about this great experience. He made her feel scared and bad about it, and that is not acceptable at all. So choose someone who you feel that good connection with and that you want to like empower you about this time. Thankfully, that doctor was not on call, so he did not deliver her baby. That's the thing too, you can't always choose who will be at the birth. It depends who's on call, but they're still going to be your doctor through all your prenatal appointments, and that's very important as well. Who you choose to be at your birth plays a really big role. It's been proven that women who feel loved and supported generally have better outcomes than those who don't. They have shorter labors with less interventions, and they have a better overall experience if they have the support that they need and deserve in this experience. It is your birth, and you call the shots, and that includes who's going to be at this experience with you. So if you have any friends or family who are like, oh, you're going to let me be at your birth, right? You can say no. I know that it can be very hard and scary to say no, but it's all your choice. Don't feel bad about making anyone else feel bad, because this time is about you, and people who truly care about you and respect you are going to understand that. So make the choice. Think long and hard about who you want to be with you, and assemble your perfect birth team and have the best birth ever. You can see the whole blog post on my website, www.silverbirth.com. And I hope you have a great day.